Hey Snapchat, today I want to take on the topic of outsource product development at a startup. Can you do it? If I meet an early stage startup that outsources the majority of their product development, it's simply a red flag. I won't fund. End of story. I've heard every excuse in the book. We just want to get to market faster and then we're going to be able to raise money. And after we raise, then we're going to bring the tech team in-house. It's just a way to get to market faster. But here's the thing. Imagine you wanted to open a world-class restaurant. There's simply no way you could say, well, we'll have caterers do the food. In startups today, tech has to be part of the DNA of the company. In fact, I always tell people the ideal startup team is a CEO plus 5 engineers. It's even better to me if the CEO has product management experience. I'm not knocking business skills. Business skills are critical. But in the earliest days, everything is about shipping product. For every company that I've seen outsource product development, they simply have ended up having to rebuild everything. It's a waste of time and money. That said, there are some things you can do with third-party developers. Number one, there can be certain components of your code that are less critical when you start. For example, if you're primarily a back-end service, but you need a simple iOS app and you don't yet want to ramp iOS skills, you could have someone do that for you. There are certain integration points that it may not make sense to have in-house now, like a Salesforce integration, a HubSpot integration. You could outsource certain expertise, like for example, SMS integration, like bringing in telephony into your service. But if you're a non-technical founder and you want to found a company, you simply need to go out early and bring tech people in. It'll change the dimension of the whole company. If you're non-technical and you don't have product management experience, I highly recommend on your startup team being a product manager. If you can't afford developers, there are ways either give people more equity or find people who will moonlight evenings and weekends. If you can't talk developers into joining your cause, either for equity, for moonlighting, or for some other way, you're simply not an entrepreneur. And I'm sorry to any of you who actually run development shops that focus on helping super early stage startups. I just don't agree with you.